For decades, the world has looked to America as a beacon of freedom, human rights, and democracy. But what if I told you that hidden deep inside the government's own classified files lies one of the most disturbing secret projects ever conceived? Welcome to USA Inside. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the shocking truth behind Picture this. It's the height of the Cold War. Paranoia is at an all-time high. The Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, becomes obsessed with one terrifying question. What if our enemies could control the human mind? Could they turn our own soldiers, diplomats, and leaders against us? The fear of brainwashing wasn't just science fiction. It was a perceived national security threat. And to counter this threat, the CIA decided it needed to master the art of mind control first. This decision gave birth to a top-secret program codenamed MK. Its mission was simple but sinister: to find ways to manipulate mental states and brain functions. And to achieve this, the agency decided that no rule was too sacred to break. They embarked on a dark journey, crossing every moral and legal boundary imaginable. The CIA began testing a horrifying cocktail of techniques on human subjects. We're talking about mind-altering drugs like LSD, psychological torture, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, isolation, and extreme interrogation methods. They wanted to see if they could shatter a person's identity and rebuild it in a new image. And who were the subjects of these terrifying experiments? You might imagine they used captured enemy spies, but the reality is far more chilling. The victims were thousands of unwitting Americans, ordinary citizens, prisoners who had no choice, patients in mental hospitals who were promised treatment, soldiers serving their country, and even students at prestigious universities. These individuals were secretly dosed with LSD and other powerful, untested chemicals without their knowledge or consent. They were guinea pigs in a high-stakes game they didn't even know they were playing. The goal was to see how their minds would break. Researchers documented every reaction, every scream, every moment of confusion. The results were devastating. Some subjects were plunged into hallucinations so intense, so terrifying, that they never fully returned to reality. Their minds were permanently scarred. Others suffered catastrophic memory loss, with entire years of their lives erased forever. And some, tragically, died under mysterious circumstances, deaths that were quickly and quietly swept under the rug, their files sanitized or destroyed. You might think these experiments were confined to secret underground labs, like something out of a spy movie. But the most terrifying part is where they actually took place. MKUltra wasn't hidden away in some remote bunker. It operated in plain sight, inside real hospitals, respected universities, and federal prisons across the United States and Canada. Doctors and scientists, sworn to heal and discover, became secret agents of the state. They administered the drugs, conducted the experiments, and reported their findings directly back to intelligence officers, all under the guise of legitimate research. Imagine going to a hospital for help, only to become an unwilling participant in a government mind control experiment. That was the reality for countless people. For years, this all happened in the shadows. But secrets this dark can't stay buried forever. By the 1970s, whispers of illegal government activities grew louder. Investigative journalists started asking tough questions, and a series of congressional investigations, most notably the Church Committee, began to dig. When the CIA realized its dark secrets were about to be exposed, it panicked. In 1973, the CIA director, Richard Helms, ordered the destruction of all MKUltra files. Thousands upon thousands of official documents were shredded and burned in a desperate attempt to erase history. They almost succeeded, but a small number of documents, misfiled and forgotten, survived the purge. These surviving files, though just a fraction of the total, were enough to shock the world. They provided undeniable proof that the project was real, and the horrors it inflicted were not just conspiracy theories. The revelation sent shockwaves across the nation. The American government had secretly experimented on its own people. The land of the free had become a laboratory for its own intelligence agency. Even today, the legacy of MKUltra continues to cast a long shadow. Many of the victims, now elderly, are still alive. They live with the deep psychological scars, the trauma, and the mental damage inflicted upon them decades ago. They are still fighting for recognition, for an apology, for a justice that has never fully come. The government has acknowledged the program, but many feel it has never truly been held accountable. This chilling chapter of American history leaves us with a haunting question that echoes to this day. If the government was willing to secretly experiment on its own citizens once, what else might it be capable of? What other secrets might still be hidden in locked vaults and classified files? The story of MKUltra is a stark and terrifying reminder that freedom alone is not a guarantee of safety. History proves that power, when unchecked, can lead to the darkest of places. It shows us that even the most democratic of nations can harbor deep, dark secrets. This is why the story of MKUltra remains one of the most profound and disturbing stains on America's hidden past. What we've discussed today is just the tip of the iceberg. The official narrative is often just that, a story told to the public. The real history is far more complex, and often far more disturbing. If you're tired of the sanitized version of history they teach in schools, and you want to explore the real, hidden stories of America, from CIA secrets and underground projects to forbidden history, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to usainside right now, because this channel doesn't show you the America you hear about in speeches. We show you the America hidden behind locked files. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next investigation.